The following is a presentation of PH Athletics. We welcome you to Pascack Hills High School in Montvale, New Jersey this afternoon. A girls lacrosse contest on PH Athletics. Unfortunately, we have to be tape delayed, a little network issue with the grandstand construction knocking us out for the rest of this week, but we will persevere with some tape delayed broadcast. Today it is Pascack Hills hosting Emerson-Park Ridge in girls lacrosse for the first time since 2018. These two teams league opponents, and it was Pascack Hills last year coming 7th of the 8 teams in the American Red Division, where they had just a 1-6 record, whereas Emerson-Park Ridge went pretty well, 11-8 overall, 4-3, and finished tied for 4th of the 8 teams in the league. Then they graduated 11 seniors. So far this season, 0-6 with 1 loss in their 1 game played in this league. They sit last right now. Hills sitting 4th, so they've pretty much swapped positions in the league so far this season, about a month in. I'm Matthew Merlino, joined today by my cameraman and co-commentator Michael McKay. Michael, thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoy this game. Looks like Emily Driver ready to face off for Pascack Hills.
Thank you for having me. I'm ready to have a fun game today.
Should be a good one. Our second girls lacrosse game of the season, and we're happy to be here. It's the first quarter. We play 12-minute quarters here in NJ Girls Lacrosse, and this is Sloane Irizarry finally picking it up for Pascack Hills and trying to make a charge towards the net, but she'll take it behind. Irizarry went to Astrid Veloso, the junior, who is the leading goal scorer and assister for Pascack Hills so far this season. Forced outside on that try. Now a nice pass down. And a block taken away. Knocked out for EPR, but it looks like a whistle will give it back. Hills 2-0 in their 2 games at home, but they have not played at home since that Dwight Englewood victory about 2 weeks, now 3 weeks ago, as we've got into May. Nice check there to get it out. And stopped a great chance for an Emerson-Park Ridge goal. So now it'll be Astrid Veloso and the Bronco offense trying to press up on this EPR defense. Veloso, the junior, trying to go all the way through, and she scores.
Nice shot there. Can't really say anything bad about that. 1-0 Hills.
That's like taking it coast to coast in basketball.
Yeah, or hockey.
It took it all the way from pretty much the Hills 40-yard line, if you want to use the football marks, and then did not let up. So it's 1-0 for Pascack Hills on Emerson-Park Ridge. At just about a minute and a half through. Looks like EPR is going to win this face-off. This is number 10, Brooke Muller. And a whistle will keep it with the visitors. Behind the net, this is still Muller, the sophomore, tied as the best point scorer with 6 goals and 1 assist. Our stats recorded by coaches and members of teams on NJ.com, so we must preface that they may not entirely be accurate, but we'll still use them nonetheless. This is Mia Pena, the freshman. Outside now with Leah Franchica, it seems. She's a junior, leading a sister. Got knocked back over to the 35. Irizarry and Veloso over there trying to get it, but it'll be picked up by Malou Metz, one of the 5 seniors on the EPR roster this season. And Metz still has it. Leading goal scorer has 7. And no assists for 7 points. That's tied for the most. Goalie today for EPR is Kaylee Linehan, the sophomore, as Hills gets a nice takeaway here. And she and Drew Roche have played all 6 games. Carly Brimijan missing on a shot there, right in front of the net, out of bounds. We'll see who it goes to. Looks like it'll stay with Hills. Clara Kim over there. No. It's going to be EPR. and it will be Linehan with it. She's got 20 saves so far this season.
Actually, I think Hills has it.
Yes, Hills does have it. Thank you, Michael. Maddie Espinoza. Looked like Linehan was going to take it into the crease and then try and fling it up. Shot from Driver right into the stick of Linehan. Good save from the sophomore goalie. We stay at 1.
That would have been a nice shot if she was able to get it off. That would have been a nice snipe.
Well, Driver's got it back here. Finds Kim. Nice pass, but a greater save from Linehan right in front of the net. Looking a little bit like Jacob Markstrom a few nights ago.
Yeah, that was a game. I mean, sad of the outcome, but it was a great series to watch when it was fun.
Well, me and Michael both big Devils fans, and for you, those of you who are Rangers and Islanders fans, where's your playoff series?
Yeah, we get to join you on the couch now.
Yep. Nearly taken away here. Brimijan in there for Hills. Looks like a 3-on-2, and it will be the Broncos who come out with it. This is Kira Hickey, the sophomore, who has shined so far this season. 14 goals and 3 assists for number 27. Trying to get one here on the pass into her sophomore teammate Driver. And it looks like Emily Driver may get a penalty opportunity here. See what comes of it. It's a weird angle, so we'll see what happens. Driver tried to dump it in there, but it ricocheted off of Linehan's stick. And now at midfield, a little bit of contact. Ball still on the grass. Who's going to pick it up? Nobody just yet, but now Kate Glass gets it. Good play there from Madison Babb as well to bring it up. And then Glass was able to control it. This is Hickey with that yellow stick.
Yeah, this has been a really good offense so far and a really good defense as well. Defense wins you championships, but if you keep an offense up like this, you're going to be able to score some pretty big points in these games.
Great press from Hills. I don't think Emerson-Park Ridge has had a chance except for the first minute, and there is goal number 2 and number 15 of the season for the sophomore Kira Hickey. Great teamwork to make this a multi-goal game. It is quite hot outside, although there is a slight breeze to cool it down. But it's been a nice week in terms of weather here in Montvale and in North Jersey overall. On the break, Driver tried to get it up, but in comes Erini Kusathanis. She's a freshman. Still has it here, number 45. Mishandling, that was Muller. Hills pressing, that's Kira Hickey. Veloso coming over to help. Nearly out of bounds, it does go out, and it will stay with Emerson-Park Ridge. They were 8th of the 25 teams in the PowerPoint rankings for North Jersey Group 1 last year, but did not play in the state tournament. And those PowerPoint rankings, a helpful tool to seed the teams in the state tournament here in New Jersey. Bless you, Michael.
Thank you.
When it comes to that time.
I'm going to be doing this a lot. Pollen's being bad.
Yeah, that's the one downside of the good weather.
Yeah.
Hits me too when I do baseball and softball outside. About 5.5 to go in the first quarter here. We still have 3 more to go. A pretty dominant Hills offense so far with a 2-0 lead. Hickey slowing her approach now as the offense gets set up in the EPR end again. It's Veloso.
Almost intercepted there.
Yeah. Had it knocked away by Emily Della Pridia. And a penalty opportunity for the leading Pascack Hills goal scorer, Astrid Veloso, although Kira Hickey just evened up with her. Now a chance for Veloso to take the lead, but I don't think she's thinking about that. She's just thinking about another goal. It ricocheted off the stick. Here's Hickey. Sends it over to Kim. Nice pass and a great goal for Clara Kim and Pascack Hills.
That's definitely the best way to get some goals on the board. You got to make a lot of great passes up close, get the goalie out of their zone, and then you have the open net to shoot at.
Great ball movement from Hills. Gives them a 3-0 lead with 4.5 to go in the first. And that will be the seniors' first goal of the season and first of the game and 9th of the season. On the break, Irizarry in there, but Emerson-Park Ridge will get possession. And they're looking to try and get on the board here before the end of one. That is Muller. Well-rounded player, 6 goals, 1 assist. Tries to go over to the junior Della Prada. Ella McDermott now. And they went down to the goal line with Franchica. Behind the net here with under 4 minutes to go. EPR trying to get a play going. Shot. Big save from Asia Crandall, the junior goalie for Hills, who has filled in quite nicely for Savannah Bell, who graduated last year. Has 47 saves and 45 goals against so far this year. 6 recorded games. Irizarry outside to Veloso. Sent back down to Driver. Just bounced in front of the net.
And the goalie's out of her net now.
Linehan there. Floats one high. Not caught. Veloso trying to press. That is Kusa Thanasis.
Hills has the ball back.
Hickey here just outside.
Here's where the strategy starts to come into play. Got to think about where the goalie may be.
It's like setting up a basketball play. Kim
Yeah.
breaks open, and another goal for Clara Kim. Wonderful ball movement. Once again, Kim has 2, and the last 2 straight.
That was a great play there. Got to be able to get open real quick and take the quick shot after making that great reception.
It's a 4-0 Hills lead with 2:47 to go in the first quarter now. Now, we mentioned the head-to-head history, I believe, and they have not played here since 2018. They've played on and off since 2016, became league opponents in 23. And so far in the league, it's actually a 1-1 series, but if you take into account all the rest, Hills does lead the series 4-1, but EPR did take the game last season, an 8-7 win for the folks from Emerson and the folks from Park Ridge, who have combined to play some lacrosse together. They combine for the boys, they combine for the girls, they combine for wrestling, and they combine for bowling. So a great relationship there between the two Bergen County schools, so all the kids can play. And I think they combine for football as well.
Yes,
but
I
I'm
believe
not
so.
sure about that.
I want to say you're right about that.
That would make sense. You combine for wrestling, you could probably combine for football as well.
Pretty sure they combine for hockey and every other sport that they
Well, a
have.
lot of teams combine for hockey. I mean,
Yeah,
we
that's
combine
fair.
for hockey as
That's
well
fair.
with Valley and Park Ridge. So they don't combine because Park Ridge goes to us. But
Yes, no,
I'm
you're
sure
right.
they combine for with some other schools. All about getting the kids to play.
That's the best part.
At least that's what it should be about. This is Kim now on the goal line. Tried to send it to Layla Fond, but she mishandled it, and her sophomore teammate, Kira Hickey, picked it back up and kept it with Hills. Now this is the senior Sloan Irizarry, one of 7 seniors today, celebrating Commitment Day here at Pascack Hills, where all the seniors who have committed to college, they take some photos, dress up with the shirts, pants, whatever paraphernalia of their colleges that they can find and bring it in. It's a nice tradition.
I
And
was
here
not
is
aware.
Veloso.
I was not aware that it was. I'll get to that in a
And
second.
Veloso on the penalty scores. You can't see Michael, but I can. He's got a Belmont shirt on.
And hat.
And hat.
I was not aware that was commitment day today, and I was feeling very Belmont-y.
Yeah,
and so I decided that might as well try and rep the school that I hope to go to someday.
Yeah, he double dipped, and he's not supposed to double dip. This is supposed to be for seniors. He's only a junior, so I think next year when you're actually a senior, you don't get to do this.
No.
We'll
Knowing
figure that out.
I won't wear a college shirt that day.
We're a different college. We welcome you back to Montvale, ready to get the second quarter underway here. We apologize if our video's a little laggy today. Our computer's cooking out in the sun, so that kind of brings down the quality.
The computer's not the only thing cooking out there.
Michael's outside too, and I'm sure all of our players are quite hot down there as well.
A lot more than me, that's for sure.
We're back now in the second quarter on the break. It will be Kira Hickey picking things up where Hills left off in the first quarter with a 5-0 lead. Hickey sends it down to Irizarry, and a great goal from Sloan Irizarry. Another assist for Hickey today, and Hills leads by 6. They have been on a 2-game losing streak, Hills has, including 2 days ago a 15-7 loss at Rutherford, and that first league loss as well, 15-9 at Wayne Valley. Now looking to get back in the win column in their league, with Emerson-Park Ridge being a league opponent.
This would definitely be a big morale booster if you're able to win this game. Put yourself back in the win category, get a win over a division rival, and hopefully continue a playoff push.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do that. Right now, in terms of the playoffs, they're actually playing in the Bergen County Invitational Tournament, where they'll take on Paramus Catholic. We'll have hopefully live coverage, but coverage nonetheless of that one on Monday the 5th. And right now, in terms of state tournament power points, they sit 11th. You need to be top 16 to get in, so looking pretty good right now, but got to maintain that until the end of the month. Coached by Lindsay Walsh for yet another season. Longtime coach here at Hills. He's produced some pretty good teams, including one this year, I think I'd say.
I would definitely say so as well. I mean, they've been playing well today.
Sloan Irizarry not even going to try and charge from that second semicircle. Passed it into Driver, who tried to get it into Kate Glass, but it went a little far. And it will be Emerson Borough ball. This is Kaylee Linehan.
Oh, nice interception. Oh, and picked up by EPR.
Got it back. This looks like Mia Pena, the freshman. EPR just trying to get on the board. They've been outscored in their last 5, 71-21, if you can believe that. And even more if you count their first game. Have not won yet this year. Lila Franchica here, leading his sister. Passes it over to Brooke Muller. Now, way outside Pena, got it back in. That's Sophia Bailey. Bailey takes it back out. Malou Metz now behind the net. Metz trying her best to spin off Peyton Benisato. Got fouled trying to go through Benisato and Kate Glass and reach the net. We'll see what Metz has in store here. She's the leading goal scorer with 7. Has a chance for number 8 today. Going up against Asia Crandall. Gets pressured. And it will be Hill's ball, it looks like. It did roll into the net, but it will not be counted as a goal. And now Crandall will try and bounce it over to Astrid Veloso, a junior teammate of hers. And now Veloso, as she did on the first goal, trying to take it coast to coast. Veloso pressured, sends it down. Shot, score for Layla Fond, the sophomore, and I believe that is her first career goal.
Hopefully first of many for Pascack Hills.
We'll see. Good for her to be playing as a sophomore, and good for her to give Hills a 7-0 lead over Emerson-Park Ridge here, less than halfway through the second quarter. Driver in the face-off zone with sophomore Brooke Muller for Emerson-Park Ridge. Hit up, driver's got it. And now she'll look for one of her own. Nice pass inside, low shot, ricocheted out, still in bounds. Fond with it
Heavy
after
pressure.
the goal. Nice shot and another goal. This one for Driver. Got it over. So she has one, Fond has one, Veloso 2, Clara Kim 2, and Kira Hickey with one. Plus one more out there.
Hills is really looking to establish dominance quickly here.
Well, 8-0 lead will do that. It brings us no pleasure to bring these things up, but in a situation like this, we have to. With a lead like this, we have to. There's no, like baseball or softball, there's no 5-inning mercy rule, or if you have 10 goals at the half, I don't think they end the game, but I'll try and get confirmation on that. Instead, it just means there's a running clock, so we're going to be here for 48 minutes whether we like it or not.
I got a little tan out here, so
maybe a little red as well. Here's Veloso. Yeah. She's looking for the hat trick today. Sends it in. Tough catch and a ricocheted out.
You know, I got to start my Halloween costume early. Larry the Lobster this year. Without the gains, though, I don't got those kind of muscles.
Oil. Well, that's what the summer's for.
Exactly.
EPR has it now, trying to take it through. Trying to get their first goal of the game. Shot ricocheted off of a bunch of Hills defenders. We get a whistle, and it looks like it will be another EPR penalty shot. And they're not lining up as such. It will stay with Hills. And so Crandall sends it up to Kim. Mishandled it near midfield. Whistle keeps it with EPR. This is Kaylee Iafelice. Brooke Muller now trying to take it through. Muller. And EPR looking for their first goal. Won't get it here, it looks like. Knocked away by Glass. Maddie Babb got it, and now Glass has it off a pass. Here's Veloso at midfield with open green in front of her. Astrid Veloso with 2 already today. Deeks left. Shuffles. Has to take it behind the net. Maybe looking for a pass. Goes to Carly Brimijan, the senior, and she knocks it in. That was like a hockey shot. It went on the ground.
It's really been a good game out here.
Well, for one side.
Yeah. Hills has been playing some really good defense there. Really trying to stack the box, not giving any shots allowed.
Our score 9-0. A goal for the senior Carly Brimijan, 2 goals for the senior Clara Kim, a goal for the senior Sloane Rosari. And as for the underclassmen, 2 goals for sophomores, 1 to Layla Fond and 1 to Kira Hickey, and 2 to Astrid Veloso. for this 9-0 lead with 6 minutes to go in the first half. Whistle keeps it with EPR here. And we'll get a little break here. This is Brooke Muller.
Lost the ball there for a second.
Still has it now. Pressured by Kim.
Behind the
Muller.
net, and
Nice. Crandall kept the stick up. Got it with her.
defense
And
wins you championships here. And it looks like it keeps you out of the scored on column.
Well, it's helping them with this 9-0 lead right now. This is Maddie Babb trying to take it up off the short pass from Asia Crandall. Babb, a senior, wearing number 7, one of the 7 seniors on this Hills roster. Here's Astrid Veloso, a junior. Sends it down. That was Luna O, I believe, the sophomore, who wears number 3. Oh! Slip there for one of the Hills players. Taken away by the... We apologize if there's been any technical issues. Heat up here, some network issues all combining to not make this a very fun one. But it has been a good game for Pascack Hills, leading 10-1 on Emerson-Park Ridge, a league opponent who they have not played in Montvale since 2018. And they have not beaten since 2023. EPR took the matchup last year, their only win in the 5-game series so far. They just scored with Malou Metz. That's their only goal of the day. Hills has 10 and 3 from Astrid Veloso to lead them. On the break, that's Sloane Rosari in there, and she'll have it for Hills.
Makes some moves, running up the field.
He'll slow things down and let the offense set up here. Olivia Giuliano, the freshman in there. She has it. This is Irizarry still going down to O, who lost it on the shot. Knocked in, and it will count. Lead back up to 10.
We're getting a little Hills masterclass out here.
Well, we'll see if they can continue it when they face some tougher league opponents. No offense to EPR.
Sometimes you just don't have good games.
Sometimes you just don't have good seasons.
That's
Hey, look at the Jets. We haven't had any good seasons for the past 50 years, and the Raiders haven't for the past 20.
Longer than that.
25. Well, you had the Super Bowl year in 02.
That was a little bit of an embarrassing loss, but I mean, we've had worse than that.
A lot worse. EPR with it now, Brooke Muller.
When you have the tuck roll and you're against you, it kind of gets really hard because you set up the greatest player of all time for the football league.
Yeah, thank you for doing that. Had to deal with that for 20 years in division.
We all did.
Oh, nice goal there from Muller. Got it through about 3 Hill sticks, including the goalie, Asia Crandall.
Trying to keep EPR in this game.
So it is 11-2 now, with 1:05 left until the half. And at the half, we'll give you our Hills Sports update. Missed you yesterday, but we'll get you up to date with everything that's happened and will happen, and everything that we will try our best to cover. 11-2, 1 minute 5 seconds left in the first half of this game. And it looks like EPR, a hard hit there from Irizarry onto McDermott. But EPR gets things back going. Lila Francia got it back after losing it. Nice pass down, but the shot never materialized, and Crandall was able to pick it up. Crandall will go now to Giuliano. Loses it. Olivia Giuliano trying to make her way up the field.
Got the legs, got the speed.
Only a freshman. Has a high pass there to Luna O, the sophomore. And now this is Marley Goldstein, whose shot went over the net.
Trying to make a late goal here. You know,
They won't get the time for it, and we'll go to the half with an 11-2 Hills advantage. And now time for our Pascack Hills Sports Update, presented by absolutely nobody yet. So we'll start you off when we were last with you on Tuesday, and we brought to you a 6-inning win for baseball against St. Mary's down in Rutherford, final 13-3. Anthony Blackford at the plate. 4 walks, 1 for 1, and brought in 2 RBIs on a single. He also had a complete game win on the mound with 7 strikeouts and a 3.5 ERA. Corey Ginsberg led the hitting, 1 for 3 with 2 walks, a home run, and he drove in 4 runs as well. Anthony Blackford, as we said, 1 for 1 with 4 walks and 2 RBIs, and John Giantonio went 2 for 4 with 1 walk as well and had a double. Boys tennis was also home on Tuesday, taking on Don Bosco. They won that match 3-2. The winners for Hills, Carmelo Ambrosio in the singles, Ryan Cothran and Abhinav Gothaman, and Sam Koppelman and Maxim Kandarov all taking wins, both doubles winning and 1 singles. Our girls lacrosse team unfortunately lost at Rutherford 15-7. Didn't have stats for that one. And then boys lax got a W at Demarest. That one 11-7. Logan Nassau, the leading point scorer, with 4 goals and 3 assists for a total of 7. But the story, CJ Driver with 5 goals, just 1 assist, and 6 total points, meaning coming Saturday he is only 6 away from the county point record when we bring to you Hills boys lacrosse in the Bergen Invitational. Brendan Singleton in goal had 15 saves and 7 goals against. And yesterday when we missed you, a lot going on and a lot of W's. Baseball with a win at Indian Hills in the league. It went to extras. They won it 2-1 in 8. Kyle Wenkus went 3 for 4 with a walk. Eddie Mulligan started on the mound. He had 6.1 innings, 2 strikeouts, and a 1.11 ERA. Then Joe Napolitano came in, finished it off for the final 1.2 innings. Had 2 strikeouts as well, no hits against him, and cleaned house. Softball was also on the road and also got a W at Hasbrook Heights. That final 11-7. Avang Grassani went 3 for 4 with a walk and 1 RBI. Hannah Brinkman, the senior, added 2 hits, went 2 for 4 with a walk, including a double, and drove in 2 runs. And as per usual, Taylor Pollock completing the game with the W. 2 strikeouts for the senior with 10 hits against her for a 4.0 ERA. And boys tennis with a league win at home against Westwood, 4-1 the final there. Jake Polsky and Carmelo Ambrosio, the 2 singles winners, and the doubles pairings that both won, Ryan Cothran and Abhinav Gothaman, and Jared Friend and Kieran Dewan, the 2 seniors, pairing up to get a W. Today, 2 events happening for our varsity teams. Track is at their Big North League Championships right now, and we wish them luck. And obviously, we have girls lax here against Emerson-Park Ridge. Tomorrow, we will be here with softball against Riverdale in a league matchup. We're supposed to have boys lacrosse against Saddle River Day, but that got canceled. We'll also wish luck to boys tennis, who will be right next to us playing against Ramsey in a league match as well. And we wish our good luck to boys golf in the Big North Conference Championships. Our schedule for the rest of this week. Tomorrow at 4:15, we have softball against Riverdale. That'll be tape delayed. All of these will be tape delayed. Saturday, we have a doubleheader at 11 a.m., the BIT preliminaries for softball as they take on Fort Lee. And at 2, boys lacrosse taking on Demarest in the BIT first round, a rematch of a game that happened just a few days ago, and CJ Driver in spitting distance of the overall county record. As for the league standings, we'll finish that off. Hills in baseball sitting a game back, tied with Ramsey, trying to even up with Westwood. Their final league series is against Westwood, and we'll see if they can even up and try and split the league with the Cardinals or even take it outright if they beat them twice. They sit tied for second with Ramsey, those three, the only three in contention for the Big North Patriot League title. Boys Lax, no changes in the league. They still lead by a half game over Old Span. Boys Tennis is currently tied with Mawa for second. They're both 2 games back of Riverdale. It seems the Golden Hawks are a lock for that Boys Tennis League title. Girls Lax here sits fourth right now. They're 1-1 in the league, a full game back of Wayne Valley and Pascack Tech, who are both 2-0. And then softball, unfortunately, eliminated from the league title race. They're 2-5 now, sitting in fifth, just a game better than Westwood and 4 back of Ramsey, who's 6-1 in the league. That's your Hill Sports Update. We're back in a few. You don't have to wait with the second half of this one. We welcome you back to Pascack Hills High School in Montvale, where the Broncos hold an 11-2 lead over Emerson-Park Ridge as we go to the third quarter here.
It's definitely been a real good first half for Hills, and they add on to it with another goal here, it looks like.
Goal number 12 for the Broncos today. I'm Matthew Merlino along with Michael McKay.
Great to be here.
It's a nice day outside, low 70s and a little breeze, although standing in it you start to cook.
Yeah. Like I said before, I'm trying to prepare for my Halloween costume. I look like Larry the Lobster this year.
Get that tan ready. Layla Fawn, the sophomore in there, she scored her first career goal in the first half and was on the face-off, but unfortunately Emerson-Park Ridge taking the win.
Circling
That's Brooke
around.
Muller, sophomore. And a whistle here may afford her a penalty opportunity. See how they line up. It'll be instead Arini Kusathanasis who has to take it from behind the net, and now Hills has it with Sloane Irizarry. Flings it up to Emily Driver, the sophomore, who has a goal so far today. Sun's starting to go down, so that means our quality should look a little nicer, no more choppiness, we hope.
Be able to follow the ball better. With the sun out here and how small the ball is, it gets kind of hard to find it sometimes.
Well, good interception for EPR, but a nice play from Irizarry to try and take it away. Emerson-Park Ridge got it back, though, and now they're going to try and press, make this back to a 9-goal game. Let's see. Shot and a score. Going coast to coast pretty much. Leah Franchica, excuse me. So it is 12-3 in the third. Just about 3 minutes through. We play 12-minute quarters here.
Starts to feel like a football game after a little while here. Running back and forth across the field. Out here on a great afternoon. But the only thing it feels like it's missing is the marching band.
Well, and maybe a crowd in front of us with our
Yes.
stands getting renovated and reconstructed.
Yeah. But it definitely helps when it's nighter and, no, nighter, that's a word.
Muller tried to drive inside, but was stuffed away by Mia Parisi. Bounces one over to Franchica on the outside. Sends it down to the goal line. Shot whistle right before, and it looks like Malou Metz, who has one already today, is going to get a penalty shot from right at the top. Asia Crandall, the Hills goalie. Shot, save for Crandall. And the junior continues a great start to the season. Through 1 month of games, 47 saves and 45 goals against. She's added to the save column quite nicely today, although she hasn't had much to do with the pressure of the Hills offense and the quality of the Hills defense today. Here's Kusathanis. Took it away, now shadowed by Fond. Still with it, knocked out, whistle. EPR down 12-3, trying to give them a chance to get back in this one. Just under 7 minutes left in the third and 12 to go in the fourth. Knocked away, good play there from Kira Marat, the freshman. Played a lot of soccer for Hills this year. I believe she started in the fall. And now a chance on the press and on offense for the Broncos. Here is Hickey, the sophomore, with 2 today, I believe. No, just 1. Has to take it back, goes down, shot, bouncer in front, got knocked away. Aya Elswizy there. And it looks like she may have kicked it, and that means it will be EPR ball with just over 6 left. Our score 12-3 in the third quarter. Mia Pena. She shoots, knocked up by Crandall, and she'll have it in her crease. Hills back on the offensive side, 12-3. Driver. Pass in, low shot, saved, rebound, saved once again.
Not going to get the hockey score this time.
Linehan able to make the stop. Intercepted, the freshman Mia Parisi trying to bring it down. Gave it at the 30, tried to give it to Marley Goldstein. Another freshman. This is Goldstein now. Looking to drive, looking for her first career varsity goal.
Here's where you start to slow things down, really start to analyze the game. You've got the score and you've got time on your side.
Try to get the best opportunities here. Emily Driver, the sophomore, now with it. Driver sends it over to Fond. Ricocheted out and over to EPR. That's Sophia Gutilla. Mia Pena now. Knocked away by Fond. Elswizy in there as well. Whistle gives it to Hills with 4 minutes left in the third. Elswizy got it back over. Sent out now. Driver. Pass inside, dropped, shot over the net by Giuliano, and taken out of the net by Linehan, who flings it all the way up to midfield, bounces into a Hill stick. And this is Hickey.
Again, slowing it down.
No need to rush. 3.5 left in the third, and a total of 15 with 12 more left in the fourth. Nice pass inside, but it ricocheted out. Hills will keep it with them, it looks like. No, EPR got there. And right on the sideline, Ella McDermott. Bouncer sent in from McDermott, now in the stick of Brooke Muller. Muller tried to send it through. Pass got there and scored by Sophia Bailey. Call it 12-4 now. And that's the first for Bailey, 5th of the season for the sophomore. We hope you'll join us tomorrow when we bring you softball against Riverdale on a tape delay. If you'd like to come and watch it in person, that'll start at 4:15 here on the Pascack Hills Athletic Grounds. And then Saturday, a doubleheader. Unfortunately, we have to be tape delayed for that one. This reconstruction of the bleachers knocked out our network cable. So both our huddle camera up top that we usually use and our live streaming capabilities for the meantime are unavailable. Hill's still with it here off the whistle. This is Driver, who's going to dump it in. Still with Hills after a bounce. That's Fond outside now.
Trying to make a quick pass there, I see.
This is Maddie Espinoza here.
I feel like if you're Hills, you got a minute 53 going, and you try to just play keep away here and get the best shot you can when you can.
Well, that game of keep away ended before it started because now it is Ella McDermott who has it for EPR and has a nice pass over to Brooke Muller. Muller up the field. Hit. Will keep going. Some more contact there from Sloane Irizarry. And now we'll get a little stoppage. Muller turns, tries to drive. Irizarry able to get it in front of her. Back down to Metz.
Speaking of Mets, the Mets are looking good this year. Juan Soto, last I heard, had 2 home runs in the day.
He had a 331 opener, I think, in the first inning or so. 331-foot opener.
Yeah.
Hills with it now off the takeaway. That was, I believe, Sophia Saljanin, the senior. Now EPR has it with a little help from the referees as well. This is Metz, spelled M-E-T-Z, like the French city, not like our second favorite baseball team.
Okay, well, some of ours first. I'm just saying that.
For some people.
The New York Mets are first team to get 20 wins on the season.
Looks like we will get a clock stoppage here. 17 seconds left. The shot went over the net, but I think we're going to get a penalty opportunity for EPR, and we will try and get who's taking it. Looks like to me Leah Franchica, who has won already today of the 4. We will see what the junior can do. Has 5 goals, including the one today. Low shot. Ricocheted out. Taken back by EPR. That one bounced into the stick of Crandall. And Crandall will hold it to get us to the end of the third quarter, where our score is 12-4 in favor of the home Pascack Hills Broncos.
All right.
Back to begin the fourth and final quarter in Montvale this afternoon. Sun is starting to set mercifully. And our score 12-4 with 12 minutes to go. I'm Matthew Merlino, happy for you to join us. We apologize for, first of all, not being live, and second of all, for being a little low quality in the first half of this one. Sun was cooking both us and the computer that we run this one off, so
Yeah.
it was not very pleasant, and we apologize for that.
Well, the quality just got a lot better here, at least on my end.
Next week, hopefully we'll get our live streaming capabilities back. Our construction here on the stands, knocking out a little wire that helps us go live, and so that's taken away our huddle camera and our live. But we're still able to get some tape-delayed broadcasts out to you. And I want to thank Michael for coming along on short notice and giving us a cameraman today, because without him, we wouldn't have had any coverage.
Hey, it's a pleasure to be here, watching a fun game here. Hills win is always a good time.
Veloso on the defense, shot went wide. That one looked like it was for Muller. Still Hills' ball, I believe, and it will be. Give it to the goalie Crandall. That was Kate Glass on the pass.
Goalie goes and runs it. Goalie goal here? That'd be fun.
I don't think they can do that. It's not like hockey. It's a little too far. Unless you really got an arm.
Unless you really got an arm and you really got a lucky shot there.
Clara Kim inside. The senior has her shot saved by Kaylee Linehan. Knocked down by Layla Fond of Pascack Hills. Still in play and picked up. That one by Maddie Espinoza. We have a whistle here. We'll see who gets possession. Looks like Hills will keep it with 9.5 minutes left. This is Astrid Veloso off the pass from Espinoza. Veloso has her shot saved. Good save again by Kaylee Linehan with Veloso right in front of her.
A little clash there for a second.
Irini Kusathanasis. And EPR gets another whistle to keep it with her. Ella McDermott tried to work it down, but it was taken away by the Broncos. That's Olivia Giuliano working it up, the freshman. And she'll pass to Veloso. Veloso, who already has the hat trick today, has to take it behind the net and look for a pass.
Sometimes you got to add to your own score there.
She found Carly Brimijan, and Brimijan is going to get a penalty shot right here. The senior has one goal so far today, looking for number 2. Over the net. Picked up by the looks of it, Luna O.
Sometimes you gotta make a little behind the net pass there. Throw the goalie off of it. Throw the goalie out of the game.
I'm not sure that was the intention. Pass bounced. Kim in there, along with Muller. Kim tried to pass it in, and Fond tried to knock it in, but it went wide. Many sticks involved. Hill's still with it here. That looked like Espinoza to Kim. Ricocheted out and picked up by Linehan.
Hills picks it
all
up
the way
here.
back. Glass went to Peyton Benisato. Veloso with the pass and the goal for Clara Kim. The hat trick for the senior today.
Upperclassmen are looking to lead by example here.
Doing that job very well. 6:44 left in this game. 13-4 our score. Michael, it has been pretty much a dominant Hills run. EPR has been able to get through a little bit,
Yeah.
but
It was very
it's
high
just-
scoring first half for Hills, and now they've decided to take a step back and just try and run out this clock here.
yeah.
Sometimes when you're tired, that's all you can really ask for. It's a hot day out here. I mean, we got a nice wind breeze going on right now, but it was hot earlier today.
Very hot. They've been able to get a lot of players out there, a lot of freshmen and sophomores. And I'm sure they've appreciated the varsity experience.
Yeah, it's great for them. Get some time in varsity, hopefully transfer towards JV, build the confidence up, and then hopefully make it up to varsity and be able to perform at that same level up in varsity.
It was Kim on the penalty shot, and it looks like she'll get a second chance here after missing the first. She has 3 today. Veloso also has 3.
It's like basketball here. First shot doesn't go, you got a second shot.
Let's see. This one saved, and it will stay in bounds. Linehan goes all the way up. Looks like Glass got it in her stick. She did.
Great job at getting the ball there. You know, you had 2 opposing players coming up to go get the ball, and it was going to be a 2-on-1 situation, it really looked like.
And a great job to move it all the way down. Kim trying to make the final pass, but it was dropped. That's O. And it gets taken away by EPR with 5 minutes left. Well, we advise you to stay tuned tomorrow for some softball in-league matchup between Riverdale and Pascack Hills. And then keep it with us for a Saturday county tournament doubleheader as this shot goes wide. We bring you softball, both on tape delays. Softball will start in real time at 11, and boys lacrosse will play in real time at 2 p.m. That'll be the start time. We'll have tape delayed coverage, so those both should go up the afternoon or night of, and we advise that you tune in for the boys lacrosse game, not only because it is a county game, but also because the senior CJ Driver is going for the Bergen County point record. He's just 6 away from it.
It's
a wonderful career.
It's always great to be able to go up for a county record or any record in general.
Yeah, it's held by a Mahwah High School graduate who went to Yale University and has continued to play, I believe, for about 10 years in the Premier Lacrosse League, the professionals. So, a very good player.
Yeah.
3.5 minutes left. Hill's trying to add one on. That's Brimijan in there. Sends it back. Looks like Maddie Babb, maybe. We'll try and get confirmation on that. No, it's Espinoza. One of the Maddies. And it looks like Coach Lindsey Walsh of Pascack Hill's going to take a timeout here. 3:16 left in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter and game winding down in Montvale. 3 minutes, 22 seconds left. A timeout for Pascack Hills with the Broncos up 13-4 on Emerson-Park Ridge now. They're going to lose their 7th straight game. They're 0-7 to begin the season. So we got a whistle and a save here for Kaylee Linehan of EPR. Hills, it looks like, will improve to 5-3 and get a 2-1 league record now. That means they should be able to advance past Wayne Hills, who's just 1-0 in the league, but we'll get you that information tomorrow when we see you for baseball and everything is updated. Game still going on, though. Still under 3 minutes left, about 2:45. That's Mia Pena. And now Ella McDermott, the junior. Pena now with it.
EPR taking their time here.
Well, just trying to get a good opportunity, it seems. This one got tipped. Good play. Taken away. Looks like Babb. And Maddie Babb is going to try and go past midfield. She will. How far will she take it? Babb, the senior, still trying to go.
She's got daylight.
Yeah, that hole closes up, and she's got to go behind with 2 left. Wants a goal here. Babb passed it to a fellow Maddie. This one Espinoza. And we get a whistle here. Perhaps a penalty shot for Espinoza with 1:30. And the clock will not relent. So this may be the final opportunity of the game. Espinoza with 1:10. Looking for her first goal. Will not get it. Linehan making the save with 1 minute left. That's Bailey. Off the whistle, keeping things going. Under 1 minute left. 55 seconds and counting.
Drops the ball.
Bailey lost it in the penalty area. Now it is Glass who's able to pick it up. Kate Glass down the sideline. Works it all the way up. That's Sophie Smith. Smith loses it. Luna O in there as well with 30 left. And now Clara Kim, who has a hat trick and looks to add one more in the very closing stages of this game.
20
Will they
seconds
relent?
remaining.
Kim's shot ricocheted out with 17. And it's picked up by Irini Kusathanasis with 10. Maybe EPR looking for one last Hail Mary to get 5. But I don't think they're going to get it. They'll just run it out. And our final score is 13-4 for the Pascack Hills Broncos, defeating Emerson-Park Ridge, who drops to 0-2 in the league and 0-7 overall. The Broncos improved to 5-3 overall and 2-1 in the NJI GLL American Red Division. Michael, thank you for showing up. Thanks for being our cameraman, and thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me on today. This was fun.
We will be back for softball tomorrow. That'll be tape delayed, a league matchup against Riverdale, and we have a doubleheader on Saturday. Plus, these girls will take on Paramus Catholic in the first round of the Bergen Invitational Tournament on Monday. We hope we can be live for that. No guarantees. For Michael McKay, everybody here, I'm Matthew Merlino. So long from Montvale. See you tomorrow afternoon. Thank you for watching this presentation of PH Athletics. For more information, head to hills.pascack.org/athletics.